The Tate brothers. Billionaires or just predators? They're not billionaires. They're ex-kickboxers with fragile egos, loud mouths, and overpriced shades, preaching rage and control to teenage boys desperate for guidance. Andrew kicked off Big Brother for saying women should be owned like property. Tristan, silent type, same poison. Together they built a fake empire, leased Bugattis, borrowed jets, mansions wired with cameras, and control. They called it freedom. The courts called it sex trafficking. Hustlers University, a $49 a month fantasy for insecure men, dressed up as mentorship, pushed like gospel across TikTok. They preached, women are weak, feelings are failure, dominance is everything. And when Romanian police kicked in the door, they smiled, because shame doesn't exist when your whole life is a scam in slow motion. These aren't kings, they're grifters in Gucci, and it's time to burn the illusion to the ground. They called themselves kings, private jets, million-dollar Bugattis, women, weapons, a mansion wired like a reality show gone wrong. But they didn't build an empire, they built a stage. Control, manipulation, fear. Millions watched, millions followed. But the police weren't fooled. And once you see what really went on behind those locked doors, you won't be either. Stay tuned, because what you're about to see isn't just shocking, it's sickening. Who are the Tate brothers? Andrew Tate, ex-kickboxer with paper titles in nobody leagues. His big break? Big Brother UK, until he got kicked off for blaming women for rape. He didn't crawl away, he mutated. Top G, fast cars, louder mouth, misogyny sold as masculinity. He claimed to coach men. He coached chaos. Enter Tristan, slicker, quieter, same poison. He ran the shadows, cam girls, crypto, clickbait schemes. They weren't admired. They were viral. They said what no one else would. Louder, nastier, more dangerous. And teenage boys, they ate it up. But it wasn't success. It was spectacle, an act dressed in arrogance, sold as power. And what comes next? Strips the whole illusion down to bone. Stay locked in. The mask is coming off. The lifestyle, flex first, facts never. The Tate brothers sold the dream. Jets, supercars, mansion gates. But behind the flex, smoke and mirrors. Andrew posed with a $5 million copper Bugatti, shouting, "What color is your Bugatti?" It became a meme and a marketing weapon. They flaunted Tate Force One, a private jet with more mystery than miles. Romanian mansion, guards, hidden rooms, cameras, but ownership, questionable. Their wealth, unverified. No Forbes list, no business proof, just Hustlers University, a $49 a month echo chamber of recycled money hacks. They didn't teach how to win, they taught how to pretend. Rich wasn't a reality, it was a costume, worn for the camera. So next time you see the flex, look closer. Because if it's all just rented for clicks, is it power or just performance? Stick around. The real cracks in their empire are coming next. Hustlers University, cult in disguise. They didn't build a school, they built a funnel. Hustlers University wasn't about learning, it was about worship. $49 a month got you vague crypto tips, copy-paste dropshipping guides, and alpha pep talks you could have Googled for free. But the real lesson? Promote Tate, or be broke. It spread like wildfire. Not because it worked, but because members earned money by posting Tate clips, hooking the next guy into the same scheme. Post, recruit, repeat, not business, recruitment. By 2023, it looked unstoppable. 100,000 plus members, millions pouring in monthly. But what did they actually build? No companies, no skills, just a digital cult, with Tate as the prophet and prophet. This wasn't education. It was engineered loyalty. You didn't learn to grow, you learned to obey. And while young men screamed, "Top G" online, Tate just watched the money roll in. Coming up, what happens when the man you idolize starts to lose control? The viral misogyny. Andrew Tate didn't chase money. He hunted shock value. Every word was a weapon, and he knew exactly what he was doing. Some actual quotes: "Women are property. 18-year-olds are better because they're easier to imprint. If she has Instagram, she's cheating. No woman drives my car." Not opinions, not facts. Just raw control, packaged as truth. By 2022, the platforms had seen enough. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, banned. But instead of silence, he spread louder. Through TikTok clones, fanboys, and endless reposts. Even kids, literal 10-year-olds, chanting Top G. His formula? Shock plus sexism equals views. He called it masculinity, but it was fear, disrespect, dominance. He didn't teach strength, he sold hate, dressed up as manhood. And the scariest part? Boys believed him. Not because they're broken, but because no one better stepped in. Tate wasn't canceled, he became a template, and now the damage is viral. The Romanian fortress, or just a trap? Why Romania? Andrew called the West corrupt. Too many rules. Romania? Traditional values, he claimed. But the truth was darker. He once bragged, "In Eastern Europe, police don't care." Translation: more freedom to control, especially women. And for a while, he did. Behind big gates and bulletproof cars stood a mansion that looked like power. But inside, it was wired like a prison. Hidden cameras, underground rooms, a camgirl studio. Women filmed, watched. Some say they weren't allowed to leave. In December 2022, police stormed the place. They found cash, guns, devices. The Tates were arrested, charged with human trafficking, rape, organized crime. They said it was all legal, just content, just business. But women told a different story. They were promised love, given lies, controlled, used. So, was it a mansion or a machine designed to exploit? Because when power is unchecked and control is disguised as freedom, it stops being luxury and starts being a nightmare. Stay watching. It gets worse. The charges, what they're accused of. December 29th, 2022. A special ops unit storms the Tate compound in Romania. Not a traffic stop, not a mistake. A full-blown raid for human trafficking, rape, and organized crime. The method? Classic lover boy tactics. Promise romance, gain trust, then trap them inside, on camera, for profit. The women say they were watched, told how to dress, forced to perform, not just once, but repeatedly. Trying to leave meant threats, fear, isolation. At least 6 women came forward. One said she was raped. Another, locked in a room. Different names, same story. Controlled, used, broken. The Tates spent months behind bars, then house arrest, trial still ongoing. Meanwhile, the government moved fast. Bugatti? Gone. Luxury cars, watches, crypto, seized. Why? The court suspects criminal profit. And the brothers? They deny it all. Call it revenge, lies. Claim everything was consensual. The court's answer? We'll see. Because when seduction becomes coercion, when love is a trap, you're not a player. You're a predator. Stay watching. This gets darker. The U.S. case. Florida is watching. February 2025. The Tates land in Florida, fresh off legal fire in Europe. But this time, America's watching. Within days, the Florida Attorney General drops a bombshell. The Tates are under criminal investigation. Again, the charges? Human trafficking, emotional abuse, coercion into webcam work. Sound familiar? It should. Same pattern. New country, different women. Now, American victims are stepping up. Their stories match. Their evidence grows. And every move the Tates make? Tracked. They haven't been arrested yet. But federal heat is building. Quietly. Relentlessly. Because flashy jets can't outrun the truth. And if this evidence sticks, the U.S. charges could hit harder than ever before. The Tate story isn't ending. It's escalating. The cracks in the luxury myth. Jets, mansions, fast cars, The Tate brothers flaunt it all. But behind the shine, it doesn't add up. No Forbes listing, no billionaire status, no verified businesses, no tax records, no audited income. Not even a real website that proves anything. The cars, rented, the houses, used for content. Tate Force One? Might as well be a green screen. Their biggest business? Hustlers University. Recycled tips, fake gurus, and a pay-to-promote scam. Got banned. Then rebranded. Same trash, new packaging. So what are they really selling? Not assets, not value, but illusion. Catchy quotes, alpha edits, loud voices with nothing behind them. They built a brand on confidence, not credibility, and millions bought in. Because in 2025, hype sells faster than truth. But when the flex cracks, the truth hits hard, and the mask starts to slip. What this really is, this was never about wealth. It was about noise, control disguised as confidence, manipulation dressed up as mentorship. They didn't teach, they performed. They didn't build, they broadcasted. Behind the scenes, no empire, just lawsuits, scams, shadows. Real strength doesn't scream, it doesn't control, it doesn't need an audience. The Tates went viral, but viral isn't legacy, it's just volume. And when the lights go out, only the truth remains. And the truth? It was all a lie.